Hello, welcome back to the UC Claremont Geology Undergraduate Research Field Trip. We have done a lot of things in the past week, and I definitely want to recap on a couple of the things that I thought were most interesting to me. So, about a week back, I believe it was Thursday, we traveled out to about the middle of Wyoming, and we visited the Tate Geological Museum. We got to see what they were doing there. They had a wonderful mammoth exhibit, full skeleton. Well, about full. I think it was about 90% done. Some of it was remade, but I thought that was really cool. And they also took us back into the lab. Their lab was a lot different than the South Dakota Schools of Mines lab was. Just seeing the difference between those two labs really it gave me a perspective as to how massive that school's paleontology lab was. The stuff that they did there was just tremendous in mass quantities, and to see it kind of in a smaller scale was really cool to see. But they took us also into a garage that had a partially completed T-Rex skeleton still in matrix, which was really cool to see as well. Then after that, we traveled back towards Lusk, which is a little higher up in Wyoming. We got to see Todd, good friend of ours, and we got to see his setup. His setup was completely different from all the other setups that we had seen. It was more of a kind of makeshift improv. It still worked. It did its wonders. But it was more of a kind of like do-it-your-own sort of paleontology thing. And seeing that was awesome. And seeing all of his different collections and things like that. He's a really awesome guy, and hope we can meet him again and maybe do some more digs in the future. But that's a recap pretty much for that day. It was pretty fun.